Dear all, welcome to the playlist of Basic Electrical Engineering. In this video, I'll be discussing current division rule or current division formula. In the previous video, I have discussed in details on voltage division rule. Kindly watch the particular video by clicking on the I button. It's available there. Moving on to the discussion on current division formula. How to apply current division formula in parallel circuit. Let's have a brief discussion. What do you mean by current division formula? A current divider circuit have two or more parallel branches for currents to flow through, but the voltage remains constant for all the components in parallel circuit or shunt circuit. Anyway, current will be divided and the voltage remains same in case of parallel circuit. We'll be looking at parallel circuit to apply current division formula. And also a parallel circuit act as a current divider. You have to underline the statement. Parallel circuit or shunt circuit will act as a current divider as the current divides in all branches in parallel circuit. But the voltage remains constant. So that's a peculiarity of parallel circuit, and we are going to apply current division formula in parallel circuit. Now let's study how to apply current division formula in parallel circuit. So let me use the tool. So I'm going to derive a small expression for the current division formula. Look at the parallel circuit. You know that what is the total voltage. Let me write voltage. V is equal to I1 into R1. I1 into R1. Hope it is correct. Okay. And the same voltage that is coming across other branch, that is equal to I2 into R2. I2 into R2. It is very clear, no? See, look at the branch voltage. See, I'll be looking at V. V is equal to I1 into R1. Here, V is equal to I2 into R2. It is very much clear. Now, if I write I2, how we can able to write I2? I2. From this expression, looking at the expression, see, from this expression, I2 can be written as V divided by R2. V divided by R2. You know that voltage is constant throughout the branches. So instead of V, what I'm going to write is, I'm going to write I1 into R1. I1 into R1 divided by R2. Okay, I can write in this manner, right? So please call it as equation number 1. You know that the total current I, this is your total current I, that is going to divide it into this branch and another branch. So I1 and I2. So let me write total current I is equal to sum of the branch current I1 plus I2. This is a peculiarity of shunt circuit or parallel circuit. So please do call it as equation number 2. Next you have to do one job. Do substitute equation 1 into 2. Where is equation 1? You can able to see equation 1. Okay. Now what you are supposed to do is, I'll be substituting equation 1 to 2. Okay. So let me write equation 2 implies I is equal to I1 plus the instead of I2 I am going to write I1 R1 by R2. Please do simplify, do the cross multiplication. So I equal to I1 R2 plus I1 R1 whole divided by R2. Do one thing, take I1 as a common factor. I1 into R2 plus R1. You can write R1 plus R2 also, no problem. Divided by R2. Our ultimate intention is to calculate I1. What is the value of I1? So I1 is equal to, from this expression, I1 can be written as total current I into R2 by R2 plus R1, or you can write R1 plus R2. Look at the formula. We have derived the expression. So this formula, whatever I have derived, that is known as current division formula. I1 is equal to I into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This formula is known as current division formula. Otherwise, I can write one more formula. I can derive one more formula, I2. So likewise, I can write I2. So how to write I2? So current through this particular branch. So total current must be I. It is very true. It is very clearly visible, I. And resistance of the opposite branch. Resistance of the opposite branch means R1 divided by sum of resistance of individual branches, R1 plus. I think it is very clear to you. It is required. So derivation may be asked in the examination, or whenever you are doing the problem, it is required. So we have derived current division formula. This is your current division formula. I hope the concept is very clear. So I1 and I2 can be written in this formula. This is known as current division formula or current divider rule. It is applicable for parallel circuit. Please note on this. It will be helpful for solving the numerical example. I am going to show one example. So you have to solve by your own. That would be much convenient. So let me verify the current division formula once again. Yeah. So this is your current division formula. I1 is equal to I into R2 by R1 plus R2. And also the current division rule, it is said that the current in any of the parallel branch is equal to the total current multiplied by the ratio of opposite branch resistance to the total resistance. If I want to calculate I1, I need to multiply the total current I with opposite branch resistance is R2 to the total resistance R1 plus R2. So same manner, I have converted into statement. That's it. Okay. Now I will be asking one question. Find the current through each branches. Current through each branches. You can able to see branch 1 and branch 2. So current flowing through branch 1 is equal to I1. Current flowing through branch 2 is equal to I2. How to solve this? So very simple. Look at the circuit diagram. All of you please listen to the circuit diagram. Okay, so I need to calculate I1. So use the current division formula. I1 is equal to, so what is the total current? 3 ampere. Total current is 3 ampere. Resistance of the opposite branch is equal to 2. Divided the resistance of the total branch is 5 plus 2. So please solve this. 6 divided by 7. What is the value of 6 divided by 7? So please to calculate 6 divided by 7, that is approximately equal to 0.857. 0.857 ampere. 0.857 ampere. So I can write I1 equal to 0.857 amps. Okay. Now I wanted to calculate I2. I want to calculate. How to calculate I2? I2 is equal to, what is the total current? Total current is 3 amps. It is given in the circuit diagram. Resistance of the opposite branch, that is equal to 5 amps. Sorry, 5 ohm. Resistance of the opposite branch. Don't get confused. The resistance of the opposite branch is 5 ohm. So same thing I have written. All divided by total branch resistance. 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2. Solve this. 15 divided by 7. So it must be 2.143. 2.143 amps. So I can write I2 is equal to 2.143 amps. Don't forget to write the units. So with the help of current division formula, I can able to compute the current flowing through each and every branches. This is the way how to solve the numerical example with the help of current division formula. Now I am going to give an example. So please work out and kindly put up the answer in the comment box. I'm going to verify. I'm going to tell you the answer is right or not. Okay. So there is one answer is right. So answer for this particular question, you can note on I1 equal to 0.857, I2 is equal to 2.143. So I'll be giving a question using the current division rule. Find the individual branch resistance IR1, IR2, IR3 of the following parallel resistive circuit. So first you calculate the total resistance. IT have to be computed. IT. What is the value of IT? Voltage divided by total resistance. 3 resistance are in parallel. So you can use the R equivalent formula. I explained the shortcut also. I have explained the shortcut also. So based on that, you can calculate IT. So once I get the IT, you can able to calculate IR1 using the current division formula. Similar IR2 and IR3 you can easily compute. Okay. So this is the way you have to solve. So kindly solve this and put up the answer in the comment box. I'm going to tell you whether your answer is correct or not. Still, in case any confusion, please write in the comment box. I will reply. In this session, I have discussed about what is current division formula, how you can apply current division formula, and there is a small derivation I have explained, a simple manner I have explained how to calculate I1 and I2. Okay, you can go through that formula. Based on the formula, I have solved one problem. Okay, and one problem I have given it as a homework. You can go through that. Just put up the answer in your comment box. And also you can refer the following textbooks. These are the major textbooks which I have referred. Finally, if you are having any queries, you can definitely ask. I will revert. Thank you very much for watching this video.